By the end of this video, you will be able to build a usable solo AI system for your wargames. One of the biggest barriers to solo wargaming is that a lot of people think that you need some sort of complex AI system in order to do it. You don't. Most of the time you just need something that answers the question, what would my opponent reasonably do next? So today I'm going to show you how to build a simple, flexible AI table for your solo wargames. The great thing is you only need a 6-sided die. So before we get into actually showing off this table, we need to understand when are we going to use it. Most people out there think that they could do better than an AI system, and I would say that in most of those cases they're probably right. Our players out there are great. They know their rules and they know what moves they want to make. But an AI table is a great tool that you can use to help make your wargames feel a little bit more tense, a little bit more fun, and to help you when you're stuck on a decision. Only make rolls on this table when you're unsure. Don't use it for every activation. And don't use these tables instead of common sense. The best way to use a table like this is when certain triggers happen. If you have multiple valid targets or multiple maneuvers that you want to make, or if you're just unsure on how aggressive your opponent should be. This immediately prevents the whole AI runs the whole game problem. The next thing we need to talk about when we're making these tables is what kind of force are you up against? Are they particularly aggressive? Are they cautious? Or maybe they're an opportunistic force? This choice matters more than the table itself. Different die rolls can have dramatically different results based on the force that you're up against. So I'm going to throw up an example of the simple D6 table. This basic table works great for solo wargames because it delivers broad results. It's easy to understand. It scales well with almost any rule system, and it doesn't change the game mechanics of the rules that you're playing. This table doesn't tell you how to do something. The rules already tell you how to do that. What this is going to do is it's going to change your opponent's intent. And if you wanted to, you could add additional modifiers to a table like this, such as a +1 if they're winning, a -2 if they're low on morale, or maybe you get a reroll if there's a leader nearby. You don't need modifiers, but one or two can make the AI feel a little bit smarter without adding more complexity to the game. So how can we take a basic table like this and grow it? The easiest way to do that is by adding multiple alert levels and some sort of escalation mechanic. Most of the advanced solo AI systems out there do this exact same thing, just repeated carefully. Now let me show you how to take the basic table and turn it into an escalation table with alert levels. Alert level 1 is going to be cautious. You can see we still have a D6 for results, but this is going to be before the enemy is fully committed. Alert level 2 is when they are engaged. So again, a D6 table that very closely resembles our basic table, and that's on purpose. This is going to be delivering your generic results while they are fully engaged with you on the field. And alert level 3 being relentless. This is after they're fully engaged, in the middle of an advance, they're probably doing pretty good, and they're looking to make a breakthrough. So when should you escalate from one alert level to the next? Well, there's a variety of different things that you can do. The first and simplest one is to just escalate a unit every time it engages with the enemy. Anytime a primary or secondary objective is threatened. Anytime there's casualties taken, so figures actually being removed off the board. And you could always do after X number of rounds. If you watch my Fords of Eisen solo wargame, you know that I escalated the alert levels every 3 rounds regardless of how the game was going. Alert levels should change because battles change, not because a die roll says it should. So all of these tables assume that you're fighting in an open field or over a shared objective, but what if you want to have your AI opponent be in a defensive position? Let's go ahead and show you an alternate version of alert level 3 that puts them on the defensive. Well, here we have it. This is still alert level 3. The enemy is still fully engaged. The difference is the intent. They're trying to survive and hold ground, not break through. And notice that there is only one aggressive result, and even that is limited. You're going to want to use the defensive alert level 3 anytime you want your AI opponent to be holding ground. If they're outnumbered, if they're on favorable or strong terrain or a good defensive position, or if your scenario dictates that they should be trying to delay your movements. This reinforces decision making without adding any mechanics to your game. You don't need a new system, you just need new priorities. Now, guys, the truth is you do not need an AI system to play a solo wargame, and you especially don't need one that's super crunchy or perfect. But if you are going to use an AI system or tables like this, you just need them to answer questions that you're stuck on. If you can roll a dice and make reasonable decisions, then you can run a solo AI wargame. Everything else is just polish. This is the same approach I used when I ran my Fords of Eisen wargame. Simple tools, clear intent, and letting the battlefield surprise you. And for all my viewers here at HomeFront Wargaming, I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm actually going to put a link in the description here that you can grab these tables, print them out, write them on a whiteboard, and use them for your own solo wargames. And I would love to hear in the comments anybody that does. This is something that is considered a sandbox system, so you could really take it in whatever direction you want. And if you're interested in checking out a solo wargame, the Fords of Eisen that I just did last week, you can go ahead and check that out right here. As always, everybody, my name is Sam from HomeFront Wargaming. Thank you all for watching.